My name is Tom Oslowski, and I'm the coordinator for Red Cross Med Center. I made a very last-minute replacement for Janicki, so bear with my use of notes, please. So, Red Cross Med Center is an innovative network of medical centers focused on treatment of war traumas intended for women, children, and especially veterans. To quote Dr. Janicki, who is the head of the World Health Organization in Ukraine, at the beginning of the full-scale Russian invasion, we estimated that 10 million people in the country suffered from mental illness and needed support. But as the war continues, the scale of the problem is becoming greater. We believe that Red Cross Med Center is the answer to this problem. So each of these centers is going to be prefabricated in Poland and installed in Western Ukraine. It is the first building in the world to have such a level of technological advancement and the symbolic dimension. Its shape, from bird-eye view, is the symbol of the Red Cross. As a symbol of security and a sign protected by international law, the Geneva Convention, an attack on this place is a crime punishable by international law. And you can see that shape on the board. It features an innovative layer protecting against gunfire, shrapnel, that can automatically slide clothing in a critical moment. For example, an air raid alarm. This provides a high level of security. The sliding function of the building also increases its volume, and at the same time, because the Red Cross symbol cannot be used outside times of war, so the sliding ability will allow the building to stay up after the war, because it's no longer going to have the Red Cross shape. The building also has security by satellite, the same way how civilian airliners are marked, and that would mean that any attack on this would be, you couldn't claim it as an accidental attack on civilian infrastructure. And it is, this site is innovative on in many aspects. For example, the material, HIQ brick, is made from recycled waste, rubble, and plastic. MedHub is a solution. It's a computational medicine supported by AI, and it's going to be used inside these buildings. It is created by the Sano research company, which we cooperate with. Then we have Pro Modular Tech, is a hybrid technology using prefabricated elements that will be crafted in Poland. Then there's Bioactive, a world innovative protection of buildings using natural bactericide agent, which is sprayed in the form of a fog that will disinfect the building from the inside. Then we have HiQ Security. These are smart systems, allows them for maximized security. It is part of the before-mentioned satellite security. And then, lastly, it's also made it with accordance with the Geneva Convention. So, bacteriological protection is a necessity, as we learned during the pandemic. And the Med Center is the first facility that's going to have systemic solutions to combat all pathogen threats. It has a heat recovery and air conditioning system combined with bioactive substance dispensers that guarantee germ-free air inside the building. The use of bioactive also is intended to allow a green space to be inside the building. And this is important because as a facility primarily made for treating psychological wounds, an aura of an oasis is important for peace and respite. This is the house green space. patient health is the #1 priority. Ecological health is also very important. Therefore, the building is energy efficient. It's going to have, can have in certain applications solar panels and a green roof. The project is also scalable, and with the cooperation from architects in Ukraine and consultation from local governments, it can be scaled based to the needs of the community. Multiple floors, for example. So here we have the map of the sites that are already approved by local governments. They're in Stay, Zane, Tarnovo, Vostika, and Bibrak. These are our ambassadors. Important mentions are Jan Tambowski, who was the EU diplomat during the Maidan revolution, and Professor Andrzej Jastrak, who is from AGA University, and more importantly, Professor Janicki, who is my grandfather. So, these are our partners in Ukraine. And this is the team. Foundation in Ukraine, the Association of Architects of Ukraine. This is the foundation. More in Ukraine, doing work with the local communities. This is the organization in Venice. At the Krakow International Interior and Architecture Fair. That was this past year. And here's more work being done in Ukraine and Europe. And this is where we showcased the bioactive systems along with virtual reality. Here's fair in Katowice, and this is the Mines van der Rohe Awards, which is a very prestigious EU architecture award. Yeah, go past that. This is Santa, one of these are collaborators. Collaborators together. This is a video showing why this is important, but I'm not sure if it's working. All right, and this is a QR code to get more information and for support. And all these hospitals, everything is ready to go. It just requires funding. All the sites are approved, and everything's just ready. It just needs requires funding. So, okay.
How much money do you need?
I don't have that answer, but I can give you contact information.
One question. On the map, there was a line. Is it a line that you are going to locate other places, houses, or it's?
Not as of right now. That's the Road of Unity, and all the current 5 sites that are going to be built are along that route.
I have a question. Most of those sites were located in western Ukraine. Aren't they supposed to be more close to the front line since they shape with the cross Geneva sign, so they not to be sheltered and bombed, and the people who need help, potentially wounded soldiers, have to be closer to the front lines? aren't those locations supposed to be closer to the front lines?
These locations are mostly for psychological trauma, so they're not required in the front lines. And there still are strikes in Western Ukraine, so the symbol will help, or at least should protect these sites.
The Red Cross is known to essentially operate on enemy's territory as well. Are you planning the same type of project in the enemy's territory?
No.
What another activity along was made by the Red Cross
Activity?
animal house, helping refugees?
This is like working with the Red Cross, not for the Red Cross. The symbol's just, we're using the symbol as a more of a security measure. Thank you.
Thank you all for the presentation, and now it's time to start the lunch, so please enjoy the lunch downstairs, and we're meeting here in 45 minutes at 2 p.m. to continue.